Okay, here we go. E-learning at its best. Hopefully you have access to a computer. If you do not have access to a computer or Wi-Fi, please send me an email or contact me through Google Classroom. And the district can provide you with free access to Wi-Fi, I believe. There's some apps and codes out there, and we can make this work. I'm trying to get everybody their credit for the classes that you are taking. That's my goal, and for you to learn as much graphic art as possible. So today I'm going to use Google Chrome. You can use any browser that you'd like. I'm going to open it just like we do any Chrome. And then I'm going to put in, not the school district's email, I'm going to put in photopea.com. And what Photopea is, it's an online photo editing program, very similar to Photoshop. So everything gets done in this area here. And I'm going to kind of walk you through it. And you can watch this as you go to Photopea and do it simultaneously. First 2 days will be a refresher so that we can figure out how to move forward. I'm doing this for my advanced classes as well as my beginning computer graphic classes. So advanced people that are advanced, please bear with me. If you have Photoshop at home, I think a couple of you do, you may do the projects in Photoshop, but I would like for you to try Photopea for now, just for the tutorial so you get used to it. So here we go. I'm going to do a new project, and you get this. And over here in name, I'm going to type in e-learning 1. You can call it whatever you want. Remember that good old pixels inches thing that you guys, a lot of you switch up? We're going to go to in for inches, and we're going to make our document, since they have width and height kind of switched from Photoshop, we're going to change that to the width will be 8 and our height will be 10. And let's change our dots per inch or our resolution. Well, let's make it 150 for now. We're going to hit white background and we're going to hit create. And look at that. It looks so much like Photoshop. Over here, you have your background. You have your layers palette. You have opacity. You have screen modes. We've done all this already. So we've got all that going on. Our background is locked. In order to unlock it, you double click it like anything else. And you have very similar options here. You have all your drop shadows, your strokes, everything that you did. And we're going to just play around a little bit today. History is open. I know my advanced kids, we were talking about history when we were using the art history brush and the history brush. And over here, swatches. So you have your basic swatches. And I'm not sure what this is. Let's see if I can load more swatches, if it does anything. Oh, it's looking for swatches on my desktop. I do not have any, but you can load swatches as you change your colors. So if I go over here and I choose this, and I do, that's my new color, and I say, hey, I like that pink, I hit OK, I can then, I think I can add, yep, there's my swatch. So there it is. And can I make a new swatch set? I don't know. We're going to have to explore swatches, and I will help you with that. All right, this is your move tool. Just like the other one, except ours was just a cursor. This is your elliptical marquee and your rectangular marquee. So that does the same exact thing. If I go to rectangle, there it is, there's a rectangle. I can now go to a fill tool like paint bucket, and I'm going to change that, and I can, whoa, look at that. Looks very similar to what we've done in the past. I'm going to make another rectangle. Oh, look at that, I'm on my move tool. I moved my selection. Another thing that we do, I'm going to do an undo. Well, let's see if they have multiple undos. They do. Step backwards. There you go. A lot of these things are very similar to what we had. I don't know what puppet warp is, but we're going to learn about that because I want to learn about that. We have adjustments. We have layers. I'm just hoping my dogs don't come in and start barking. And we have deselect. So we have everything that we need here to get started and help us with Photoshop. I'm going to go to my elliptical and I'm going to change my color and I'm going to hit OK and I'm going to go to my paint bucket tool just like I just did. There I go. Okay. So it only did the area that was white because this area here is pink, but I could click on that and it could make it pink because it will only fill in solid areas just like before. So for today, let's make 10 different shapes. I know, seems silly, seems short. 10 different shapes. Let's work with the gradient tool and the paint bucket tool. So our gradient tool here, you're going to take your mouse and you're going to drag and click. So up here you have lots of default gradients, and something that I have not shown this class, I'm not sure if the advanced class knows, is how to make your own custom gradient. So when you make your own custom gradient, you're going to click not on this arrow, not on this arrow, but right on the color bar here, and you click on it, and now you can, just by clicking underneath it, you can add points. So that point is now purple, but if I change it to yellow and then I hit OK, I now have this gradient. And I can add in lots of colors just by making it my own gradient. So that'll be just one requirement, is to make your own custom gradient. Hit OK, make a new shape, and let's put it in. Click and drag. Don't forget to click and drag. Okay, so you're going to make a document for me with 10 shapes, and then you're going to use your text tool, and you're going to type in your name. So my name is Miss Liemer-Kelly. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to make it larger so that I can see it. So we're just getting to learn how to use this program as opposed to what we've been using before. So 10 different shapes using your marquee tool or your elliptical tool. Then use the paint bucket and also use the gradient tool and create one custom gradient. All right, that's all I got for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, saving is very important, like it always is. So we're going to do File, and you can save as a PSD because you have layers. If you don't have layers, then you have to, if you have layers, you can flatten your image just like you could in other Photoshop, and then you'll have other options of saving. But for today, we're not going to have a lot of layers. We're only going to have a text layer and a background layer, so you can save it as a PSD, and I'll be able to open it. So PSD, and then you'll attach it. Mine went down to the bottom of my area here. You could drag it to your desktop. You can save it to your desktop, and then open up your classroom. Remember how to do that, right? Well, my classroom's not going to look like your classroom, and then turn in this assignment. Okay, that's today's lesson. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.